It's time for Papa Brad Presents Robotron 2084. Let's get it started.
It is a real nasty, mean game. And it takes you maybe an hour or two just to get warmed up. You know, the game will just kick your ass and humiliate you, and you'll get 80,000 or 100,000 or 150,000. You're just crying out, and you just like want to kill it. You're grabbing the game by the joysticks, you're just shaking it and slamming it in the wall. And eventually you get to the point, it's almost like warming up for a basketball game or something. You get to the point, you're sweaty, and you've got this kind of attitude. You cannot win until you have this attitude, this total mindset of just total concentration and total rage. You've got to be pissed off. But when you're on, it's just such a thing of beauty. You know, you'll get on a roll, and you'll just like be cleaning off wave after wave after wave of them, and you're just like, yeah. But inevitably, you like start getting lazy, and you'll start getting too cocky, and then before you know it, you'll just like lose 4 or 5 guys in a row.
Hello gamers, it's time to talk about one of my favorite arcade games of all time, Robotron 2084. Made by Williams Electronics in 1982, this masterpiece was created by the mind of Eugene Jarvis, who became one of Midway's legends. Inspired by his never-ending quest for progress, in 2084, man perfects the Robotrons, a robot species so advanced that man is inferior to its own creation. Guided by their infallible logic, the Robotrons conclude the human race is inefficient and therefore must be destroyed. You are the last hope of mankind. Due to a genetic engineering error, you possess superhuman powers. Your mission is to stop the Robotrons and save the last human family, Mommy, Daddy, and Mikey. The force of the ground roving unit Network Terminator, Grunt Robotrons, seek to destroy you. The Hulk Robotrons seek out to eliminate the last human family, and they follow Mikey, by the way. The spheroids and quarks are programmed to manufacture Enforcer and Tank Robotrons. Beware of the ingenious brain Robotrons that possess the power to reprogram humans into sinister progs. As you struggle to save humanity, be sure to avoid the electrodes in your path. And that sets up the plot of the game Robotron 2084. Let's go. Check out some Robotron in action. This is Papa Brad playing the game. Interesting fact about Robotron. The dual stick control was created because Eugene Jarvis had injured his right hand. The initial version of the dual stick control was 2 Atari 2600 joysticks, basically glued or secured onto some plywood. A game that Eugene Jarvis really liked was Berserk. But one thing he didn't like about Berserk was that you could only shoot in the direction you were running. But if you stopped and held down the button, you could shoot in any direction. And out of that genius, he came up with the idea of 1 stick to move and 1 stick to shoot. And it was Eugene Jarvis and Larry DeMar that created the game Robotron 2084. The Hulks in the game were actually also a tribute to Evil Otto in Berserk. He always liked that there was an enemy that you couldn't destroy in Berserk. And the Hulk TV show was actually popular when this game was being developed. So, there you go, Hulks. Inspiration from Berserk, and of course the Incredible Hulk TV show. Pretty cool. Have you played Robotron? What do you think of this game? Leave your thoughts about it in the comments to this video. For me, this is easily a top 5 arcade game. You know, it's hard for me to really rank my favorite top 5, but this one's in there. I love this game. It's fantastic. It is probably one of the purest action games that I've ever played. It's all just pure action. Another thing he liked about Berserk is you're basically trapped in a room with robots, and they definitely want to kill you.
Well, I think Robotron, first you have to learn how to walk and chew gum at the same time. So you have to be able to use your fire control and use your movement control and be able to use them independently. Don't always fire in the direction you're moving. You can move away from a threat and then fire back at it. So I think that's the first tip to mastering Robotron. The second tip is often you have to get out of the middle. Everything is converging on you in the middle. Work your way to the outside and then start circling around, but always keep in motion, because often a lot of the shots will go toward where you were. If you keep moving, they'll keep missing you, and so you have to kind of keep moving kind of in a circular pattern. If you move in a straight line, a shot can continue on that trajectory and still kill you. But if you continually change your direction in a circular pattern, the shots will miss you. And so that's it's basic tips.
Time to set a Robotron high score on an actual Robotron machine. The game was created in 1982. It was the Extra Man sound. The game was created by Eugene Jarvis and Larry DeMar. Said he drew inspiration from Space Invaders, 1984, the George L. Orwell book, and of course the classic Stern video game Berserk. Here's Papa Brad in the brain level. 19,000 units of Berserk were made.
Oh, good. I can get a lot of points now. I gotta get all these ladies.
You want to scoop up the humanoids. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. And then every human after you get to 5 is 5,000 each. That's how you get a lot of points. Humans in the game are pretty simple. You got Mommy, Daddy, and Mikey. I typically play this at home on an At Games Legends Ultimate arcade. Shout out to At Games, they built the perfect arcade for playing this at home. The joysticks feel perfect on the At Games Legends Ultimate for playing Robotron.
You could have a 100,000 point game here. This is crazy. 100,000 point game. 100,000 point Robotron. Oh yeah, we gotta put our name in this one. Oh yeah! Oh!
Final score, 1,410,625 Robotron on the 70.